Hello and greetings to my YouTube family. It's a pleasure meeting with all of you today. Thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Gwen, also known as Earth Angel G, and all these videos that I bring to you come directly from the universe. And as usual, we're going to start it off with a reciting the 23rd Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Again, these videos all come from the universe, so be kind. Give thanks for the visuals to go along with the messages provided to us from the universe. Still ask that you subscribe to my channel, help me grow, and give the universe a thumbs up for the love that they're providing for us by giving us the messages that we need to know, these life lessons that we need to know before we leave this earth. And all comments are welcome. Today, this life lesson video is in regards to seeing the world from a different perspective. So you may be feeling like you're stuck in a rut or trapped in a situation or frame of mind that is making you unhappy, an indication of a lack of ability to help yourself in a world that encourages a go, go, go attitude, independence from the flock, the willingness to see things differently, viewing the world from an entirely different perspective, to offer yourself as a sacrifice in order to gain knowledge, align your thoughts, words, and action. The power of intent is your source for spiritual gifts and goods to live a more magical life, standing in a position that demands sacrifice in order to progress in life, emphasizes the necessity of making a temporary sacrifice to attain a longer objective by surrendering to the current, a road that leads one destitute and somewhat of a maverick, also offers valuable insight into careers and financial matters. Someone who is willing to make those sacrifices needed for things to find their solution. But there may be some creativity involved in your decision making. You have been dealing with illusions, fears, and anxiety, and now the negative influences of these energies are subsiding in a intuitive period or have recently battled confusion, anxiety, and self-deception. And these energies, these bad effects are finally starting to fade, signifying freedom from what binds you, a deep connection that erratically changes with no explanation, suggesting that you might be deluding yourself, exaggerating or embellishing your version of a situation. Changes you are experiencing in your life feel extremely overwhelming or like they are happening too fast. This will turn around. Negative energies will fade, chaos will become clarity, and you'll find the answers you need. It's when the subconscious is reflecting back to us and we get the chances to work with it. You may be blocking messages coming through from within because you're preferring to use your logic, your truth, your inability to see the situation, covering your eyes from what is around you, and acknowledgement. of your mental confusion, clarity towards what you want to do with your career, as well as direction you want to go in. It is often a sign that you are trying to do too much by yourself, burdening circumstances which are not necessary in your life. But you have reduced your burdens. And it's a sign of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You have the chance to share your responsibility with those who do not mind helping you. Don't be afraid to say no to things that you believe are too much for you, and you'll find yourself struggling to get a sense of perspective on the situation. Learn how to release and let go. You need to decide which burdens to carry and which you need to drop. There is nothing wrong with admitting when you are overwhelmed. Stand up for yourself before you find yourself unmotivated and ready to walk away. You already learned to delegate tasks to your team. Always strive to simplify your life. Remove the complications associated with additional responsibilities. Stop overloading yourself with burden and give some attention to your well being. Get rid of the unnecessary burdens. You are ending that phase of being overburdened. You are now pooling your experiences and skills together with a larger group to accomplish shared goals. The value of different ideas and levels of experience in collaboration. Aim to create content that inspires you, supports you, challenges you, and brings happiness into your life. Signifies accomplishments, praise, and incentives, but your extra effort, determination, and attention to detail will not go unnoticed. Working with others can not only gift us with the opportunity to learn from one another, it also allows for the blending of energies to create something and highlight your unique skills as they relate to a wider group to overcome the impossible. A relationship cannot be held up by one person. It's about teamwork and how you interact with others and they interact with you to get things done. Forget about working as an individual. It's about coming together or a union that both beneficial and necessary. And you receive some practical rewards or positive feedback for your efforts. The importance of teamwork and the value of team members who complement each other. You have financial independence and having the self reliance of personal pursuits and the ability to treat yourself with luxury, suggesting prosperity, stability, and material security gained through hard work, self discipline, control, and self reliance, as well as personal accomplishment, which represents feeling rich and strong in a really good way. And having a mindset of abundance is the key to a healthy relationship, reminding us to embrace our own values and to seek out relationships that nurture, and support our growth. The bliss of having it all and refining one's taste to enjoy the best of the best because you have everything you need. But through hard work, you have achieved a certain standard and is now financially secure enough to live comfortably, finally being rewarded for all your efforts in business or important projects, pointing to happiness and success on both the mundane and the inner realm. You will have a great deal to be proud of. Your effects are rewarded as the fruit of your labor blossoming, and you're seeing all you have worked for right in front of your face. Achievements and completion. You are glowing with a sense of wholeness, signifying having the world at your feet. And ending, to a cycle of life, a pause in life before the next cycle begins, symbolizing overcoming difficulties and realizing you are one with the universe, a period of satisfaction where everyone else wants to be you, and the success, completion of a cycle of life and the start of a new one. Period of you passing through life without truly allowing yourself to feel or experience it. Emotional immaturity is suggesting that you stop all your efforts to dull your pain or distract yourself from it, representing heartbreaking love. Avoid making impulsive decisions and refusal to deal with emotions because you feel overwhelmed or unpleasant and obstructed intuition or psychic powers that aren't being used to their full potential. A sign of early turmoil in your past, often led by a female who had a great meaning to you, and stress and worry about things over which you have no control. And we may face situations where our emotions could get the better of us. Then you have not succeeded in putting up boundaries and taking care of yourself and treating ourselves with love and compassion regardless of your past or your circumstances, displaying the less desirable qualities of your suit, a sign to come back to yourself, but you don't know how to turn it into action. You're feeling stuck or lacking inspiration in your endeavors and having issues with your energy level and may be overly concerned with your reputation or image. And you don't want to be seen as a source of controversy or conflict. You're being asked to take a step back and make a plan. There could be indecisions and you could feel scattered and may very well suffer from hyperactivity or attention deficit disorder. And things will not turn out the way you plan because one's actions may lack maturity and wisdom, an indication that you will need to make some changes, representing instability or inability to push your dreams forward. You can sense the stirring of something new inside you, but you don't know how to put it into effect. Someone who is mean and aggressive, people who are, for whatever reason, unable to let their light shine, and they often find themselves creatively stagnant and exhausted and feeling of aimless progression. Corinthians 4 and 18 reads, so we do not focus on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal.